Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dexbot. I hope you're all doing absolutely wonderful today. We have another exciting video where we drop another nuclear with another awesome class setup, and this one is significantly different than the ones I normally bring you guys. This one is going to completely keep you off the radar. It's going to keep you from being seen from enemies whenever you're shooting, whenever you're sneaking up behind them, all that good stuff, unless they happen to have a UAV. That's a separate scenario. You've got to try this VAPR class setup out. In this gameplay, we have a 57 KD playing domination on Hacienda, a smaller map, and we're still able to maneuver around and pick up kills while being completely suppressed with this VAPR class setup. You've got to try it out. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen right now so we can dive into everything we guys are using. If we can drop an early like for getting the class setup early, it would be greatly appreciated. Let's talk about everything we're using in this class setup. Here's an image of the class setup right here if you guys want to take a quick screenshot of it so you can come back to it whenever you go to set it up, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm using each thing separately. As it does appear to be quite obvious, we're running the VAPR-XKG assault rifle. It is one of the most lethal, the most best possible options you could go to whenever you're wanting to run a suppressed AR. This gun is so lethal. Whenever you run the suppressor on it, it suppresses the muzzle flash. It doesn't cause you to show up on the enemy's mini-map whenever you're shooting, and that is something that can make you super lethal, especially if you're trying to play a little more strategic, a different style of play, pushing around, flanking, attacking from the side whenever they're not looking. It basically allows you to almost play like a ninja, like I don't know, super covert tactical operation style. I don't even know the best way to describe it, but you've got to try this class setup out. So obviously we're using the VAPR. First off, we're going to start off with the reticle. I'm running the ELO sight. It's going to allow you to have, basically like a little red dot, which I happen to use a blue dot, but same concept. Allows you to have a dot, allows you to have a little more of an accurate shot, pinpointing where you're shooting at on the enemy. The first and most important attachment you're going to be using is obviously the suppressor. That's the whole idea behind this class. I just told you the whole reasons behind using it. Suppresses your muzzle flash so you don't show up on the mini-map whenever you're shooting. I'm running stock, which is going to allow you to improve your movement speed while aiming down sight, so you can basically be able to move back and forth, strafing and stuff like that. You're going to want to use that because it does take a few more bullets to kill whenever you're using the suppressor. It reduces the damage slightly, or your range, and so you want to be able to use the stock so you can move around and strafe and still outgun your opponents. That's going to be something that's going to be super key. I'm running fast mags so you can reload faster. Obviously, if you're going to be, taking a few extra shots to, take someone out to eliminate an enemy, and if you're flanking, you're side swiping them, trying to play a little more strategically, you're going to want to be able to reload as quickly as possible so you can get right back on your grind and take them out. Keep getting multi kills. Just keep assassinating these guys from the side, from behind, just doing work from behind, super covert style. I'm also running rapid fire. That's something that's going to allow you to have an increased rate of fire. It's going to allow you to land your bullets a little bit quicker, which is something that will help you be able to lock in kills, especially whenever you're in a gunfight, maybe a little bit faster than if you were not running it. I chose to go with no gear on this class setup, where you would usually run like a ComSec device to turn your score streaks faster, or maybe an acoustic sensor. I chose to go with no gear because I still wanted to be able to use 2 perks, and I obviously have to use primary gunfighter 1 and 2 to have that many attachments. So I just chose 2 perks to go with on this class. I chose scavenger because I wanted to make sure I could resupply ammo from the enemies that I take out. I wanted to be able to pick up their ammo packs and never really run out of ammo. You could take that off if you wanted to make sure that you could lock in crash, and you would be able to resupply your ammo using crash, but that's obviously special base. That wouldn't be able to be guaranteed every single time, because if someone else picks a crash before you, depending on what game mode you're playing, you might not would be able to use that with your class setup. But always keep that in mind. For me, I decided to just sacrifice the gear, and I went with using scavenger. The other perk I want to use in my perk 3 slot, I chose to use Dead Silence. I did not want the enemies to hear my footsteps, especially if the enemies are running acoustic sensor. I wanted to try to suppress that as much as I possibly could, because for me, this whole idea behind this class setup for me is staying off the radar, trying to keep them from hearing me as much as possible, and try to basically just stay completely covert while I'm trying to take out these enemies, pick up these score streaks. And it worked, you know. Obviously you have to adjust your style of play just a little bit. You have to play off your mini map some, you have to play off your teammates, you're pushing around more the outskirts of the map, you're rotating around, kind of keep your back to the outside portions of the map some, so you don't get shot in the back, and you're kind of like bobbing and weaving, you know, through the different cuts, trying to take people out whenever you see them on the radar, whenever you see them on the mini map, because they're not using suppressed guns, or they're not running ghosts, or they're not running Dead Silence. You're able to hear them and you're able to take them out. So you're being much more strategic, you're being more covert, and you're able to pick these kills up in a different style. And that's what makes this class so lethal, because the Vapor is an excellent gun to run while using the suppressor. Like in this gameplay, I go 57-0. I drop a nuclear on these guys on a map that, like, I don't know, for me personally, I feel Hacienda is a tougher map. It's not really wide open, it's a lot of tight corridors, but one thing that is beneficial is there's a lot of different hallways and different ways to get to sections of the map, especially for mid. You can go through mid, you can climb up, you can hit from the outsides of the map. That's something that allows you to have a different approach when playing it, you know. But I would definitely recommend trying this class. I want you guys to use it. I want you guys to tell me how it works out for you, or if you're using something similar, let me know down in the comments, because you might can tweak it up just a little bit, like I said, especially if you want to maybe swap out perk 1 for a gear or something like that. I want to know what you guys think as well. So let me know down in the comments. You guys are absolutely awesome for checking out this video. I appreciate the love and support on the videos and live streams lately. If you guys have not already heard, I've been plugging my Twitch a lot lately, and if you have already heard it, I'm sorry, but I want you guys to come through my live streams, twitch.tv/dexbot with a 0. If you've already followed, I really thank you. I look forward to seeing you guys there. It's really awesome time over there. It's much more chill, much more laid back. I can play copyrighted music. You know, just have a good time, more chill environment, and I feel like the platform is really good for live streaming. So that's pretty much it. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of this gameplay, just going off with the gunship, the streaks, the nukes. It was a great gameplay. So be sure to leave a like if you guys haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated, especially if you came here searching and wanted to see this class setup, if you wanted to hear what I had to say about using it. If you guys could just drop an early like and subscribe, that would be so sick. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys soon in another live stream, another video. Thank you guys so much again for the support, and I'll see you guys next time.
Battery marking lightning strike targets.
Firing sensor dart. can't lose. I'ma pass through if I have to, teach them all like a classroom, huh? If I want it, then I get it, work hard, don't regret it, yeah, I said it, huh? Head down, I'm focused, you know this, they know this, show this, mind blowing, keep going, showing, I'm growing, flowing and coasting, I'm owning, work hard, play hard, let the party start, can't lose when I'm giving out bars.